Hi everybody, Michael Berge with Digiday, back here at the Digiday studio at Possible, year 4. It's an exciting time to be here, and I'm very happy to have with me today a first-timer of Possible, Alan Schanzer, who's the Chief Operating Officer of Mediaplus. Welcome, Alan.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
So this is your first Possible. Any initial thoughts of what it's like for you?
You know, it's an amazing concentration of talent and ideas, and it's sort of like Cannes and CES kind of all scrunched into one hotel.
2 hotels.
2 hotels, true.
This is the first year they've expanded to another hotel.
But it's an amazing, it's an amazing time to get together. It's an important time to get together.
Yep.
So I'm thrilled to be here.
So I'm curious to know, what is it that you're looking for to pick up in terms of ideas, content from Possible, and what message do you have to, when you're sitting and speaking with people?
Yeah, I think for me it's more about, sort of understanding what everyone's trying to bring to the marketplace. Obviously there's so much talk around AI, but AI I think is, we don't want an AI for AI's sake. We really want to understand, how people are thinking about using these tools and these technologies to make our lives easier, the work we do for our clients better.
Yep.
That's sort of the nexus of every conversation.
Yeah.
And that's, sort of what we're focusing all of our attention on right now.
How is MediaPlus implementing AI in any kind of ways in how you work? And I know you're part of a global group. I'm going to ask you more about that later, but how are you guys using AI?
Right. So globally, we have an entity called House of AI.
Okay.
Which is building all the tools we're bringing to market for our clients.
Yep.
And we're thinking about everything from research to building audiences, to insights, activation, and with the ultimate goal of being more precise, having more precision in what we do, delivering better results. But we're also recognizing that this is, the first inning of AI. AI will be different when we leave this room today. And we'll have different capabilities, and there'll be something new that we can do with it. So we're being really careful about it. We're going to start releasing case studies and showing that the work we're doing is driving results for our clients. Internally, we're using primarily tools like Copilot, which is built into all of our systems, to make our lives more efficient, and then using that as a way to turn our time over to doing more strategic work. So we're not looking at it as a way to save money or reduce staff. We're looking at it as a way to up-level the work that we're doing for our clients.
Okay. Well, I'm sure there's probably some savings that can come along the way.
Yeah.
But do you find it taking you at all into the creative space? I know that you are corporately connected to some creative agencies. Does that overlap happen because of AI, or is that?
It does. I mean, every creative company that we're working with right now on behalf of our clients is in some way or another dabbling in AI as a creative production tool, using it for talent. I mean, all the ways that we're sort of somewhat excited about, but also concerned about where this whole thing goes. We have a large organic social practice.
Yeah.
AI plays a big part in that, right? I think the thing with AI that we have to be really careful about is authenticity, proper governance. So how do we continue to look real and use AI to be even more human in the things that we're trying to bring to market?
Well, it sounds like you guys are giving real thought to that. Let me ask you this. As part of a global operation, what are you seeing in terms of economic worries, given some economic instability, some geopolitical issues that we have in the world right now, both from a U.S. North American point of view as well as global point of view? What do you think?
I think it's overlapping. I mean, we have about 25 offices around the world. We are independent, but we do operate like a holding company.
Yeah.
Right now we're not seeing any particular threat to client spend, but there's certainly a lot of concern, right? We just don't know exactly what's going to happen in terms of not just economic impacts, but the impacts of things like AI.
Yeah.
And there's so much uncertainty right now that I think clients are just being a little bit more careful, but we haven't seen a pullback in spending just yet.
Does that surprise you that there hasn't been pullback? Because it surprises me as someone who's seen several economic cycles go up and down.
It's a very unusual time, right? We're seeing the stock market continuing to do
keep
really
going,
well.
right.
I think there's a lot of optimism built into how people are thinking about spending in the consumer.
Yeah.
Or we're just, kind of plowing our way through it. And we'll see what happens on the other side. And again, I think with things like AI impacting everything, we don't really know when the other side's going to be.
Sounds scary and exciting at the same time.
Very exciting.
Okay, well, Alan, have a great Possible. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Yep. It was
Michael Berge with the Digiday Studio at Possible.